All right, welcome to the Community Engagement Report. I'm your host, your liaison, Lance. I'm here with Joe Alston of Daddy University. It's a great day. Joe is a long friend of mine, especially when it comes to this fatherhood initiative and all the work that he does in the city. Joe, I'm gonna turn it over to you. Tell us how Daddy University got started and what was your vision?
Daddy University is a strength-based male parenting education company. I got started I had my first son, totally involved, went to all the appointments like I was supposed to, wanting to be a little bit different, wanting to be a little bit better. Um, but then realized when I left the hospital, I was still kind of treated like a stranger or
Right.
like secondary, and sometimes, Lance, a little invisible. But then leaving the hospital, I left the hospital because she had a cesarean, respectfully, with two infants to try to take care of someone with a cesarean and a new infant without any help. I had my second son years later, and my first son got invited to a Big Brothers Big Sisters class. And I was like, this is really cool to teach him, because he's got he is a new big brother. He's about 6 years old. And they were teaching him how to help your parents out with the new baby. And I found myself as a degree holding male leader of my family taking notes. I was in there and they were talking about milk and they were talking about how to do this and what the baby should have. And I thought to myself, well, why don't I have this? And that university got started. I wanted to say it was a message from above, but I was pissed. I was
Right.
really upset that you didn't see me as knowledgeable enough to help, that you didn't see me educated enough to help, and that you didn't see me, period. And you didn't see my power, you didn't see my purpose, and you didn't see my strength. So we are 22 years old now. We're the longest running male parenting education company in the United States, and we're not going to stop until the world sees us.
Oh man, I was waiting for you to touch on that. And what year did you start?
2004
2004.
is when I really got angry enough to say some things need to change. And the interesting thing, people talk about our success. My success comes from complaints. We hosted these fathers clubs where we sat around talking about the issues and also solutions around our parenting and our fatherhood. And whatever they complained about, we brought up a workshop and developed a program around. If they said, I wish I knew how to cook better, we brought in a chef to teach you how to cook. Like everything you needed for a mother to be successful, we kind of brought in the same exact thing for a father to be successful. It was never about motherhood. It was about, if you brought motherhood up and we bring fatherhood up, we should have better children.
What are some of the programs that you have outside of the cooking?
Oh my gosh. So the Fathers Club meets every 2 weeks. We run off of a evaluated curriculum from 24/7 Dad, NFI, and we run it for about 9 months straight.
Right.
Com- Curriculum, teen communication, better communication, family history. We get into choices. The biggest one, which I got to get you involved in, is discipline and punishment.
Oh yeah, discipline versus punishment.
Punishment,
Yeah.
because in certain communities, it's been taught
Right.
that there's usually one way to handle it, and our job is to teach that there's other ways to handle it. We run this year the 15th annual Daddy and Daughter Dance, which is like a ball, which is like a prom, which is like the Oscars, which is like the Met. But the reality is, from a social service standpoint, we found that fathers, not mothers, increase more self-esteem in girls than our mothers do. So we, I hate to say it, but we use our dads to increase self-esteem in a girl. If you have higher self-esteem in a girl, you have higher self-esteem in a young woman. And if you a young woman with higher self-esteem, she becomes vice president of the United States. So we use them for that. We do in a workshop called Dads Doing Hair, where we teach dads to do their daughter's hair. Again, social service wise, touch is okay, quality time is okay. It is okay to be that kind of helpful and that kind of support. We also do a Dad's Legal Rights, where we really go over custody, support, your decision making, and how you handle these things, and what the court wants to hear and what they don't want to hear, because we want to push more time. we found that quality time from a father almost takes away every single problem and issue that we have in our city and our community. Um, I could go on and on. We also do Dads at Play, where we bring our dads out to the park and challenge the kids at tug of war and things like that to show that fatherhood is not always about discipline and your homework. Sometimes it's easy to parent when you're jumping rope, or it's easy to parent when you're playing a game, and you can have a really cool conversation. It doesn't have to be always about what you didn't do during a football game, but the conversations come when you're just tossing the ball back and forth. A lot of our parents keep complaining about video time, phone time, and tablet time, and they
Right.
complain. And Lance, if you get up off the couch and grab a football with your son, they will follow you away from the computer. They will follow you away. So you both have to go outside and be engaged. You both have to go to the park. You both have to go on a trail. You both have to do some things together. And that cuts down on any of the time. Or you complaining about they just sitting around doing nothing. It's usually because you're not doing that much either.
Yeah, I can definitely relate to that. I remember just my time, and I believe my son was that kid during that video game era where it was like, okay, how do I connect with him? So I went, got me a video game as well, and we started playing with each,
Yeah, that's cool
playing the
too.
game with each, started becoming gamers. Along with going outside too.
Right, right.
I'm outside. Let's move. I'm old school. Let's move
Yeah,
outside. Let's
let's
do
move.
things. So kind of got that balance. Is there a fee when it comes to just Daddy University? Just anything that you do, far as when you out here with the fellas and doing? Is it a fee with that?
There is a fee. Dads at Play is $5. We give you lunch and swag bag to go home with. Dad's doing hair, I believe, is maybe $10. You leave with a swag bag. We have a beautician, a barber that comes out and also teaches you fades. But we give combs, brushes, and everything comes with some type of swag, and we always feed. We don't have a fee that's more than $5 or $10 at all, but that's really to get you involved and get you engaged. So we keep it monetary because we're granted to help keep all of our events really low.
Where are the places, the locations that you have for your programming?
Oh man. Dad's at Play is at Smith Playground. Because
Okay.
the other thing is to kind of push the Smith Playground to show that some of my dads complain about money, but Smith Playground is free.
Yeah,
They don't know the
absolutely.
rides are free,
Yeah.
and on those hard days where you want to complain about not having enough, just take a bus to Smith, and it really gets down to, in the end, you have to build your own story and your own movie. And in the end, you're either going to be a hero or not. You can sit around complaining about you only have a weekend with your son, or you can say, these 48 hours, I'm going to make them meaningful. I can play with a game with my son, or he could be in another room and I could be in another room and I could just complain. In the end, they're going to know that you were involved and you were there. And for some of my dads, you have to realize that you are writing this story. You can be bickering, you can be complaining, but you could do something about it. We have events in West Philly, South Philly. We try to move them around. We're always kind of near some bus route. Come to our website and we post everything. Our next event, Dad's Legal Rights, is in 2 weeks at 4601 Market Street,
What time?
PHMC building.
PHMC building. What
Yeah.
time?
That is from 5:30 to around 8:30. We have a custody support lawyer, custody support, um, and we have a panel of dads that have gotten through it. Not just, again, I know the situation is dire, but sometimes you need to hear from somebody that didn't give up.
Is it a fee for this event?
For that event, it's like $5.
$5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes I got to charge just to make sure you show up.
Yeah.
I done bought food and everything. Oh,
Well, I know about that because I remember years ago when I met you, it was about 12, 13 years ago. And I came to the Fatherhood Daddy University support group, and I was supporting a family member of mine that was going through
yes.
a divorce. And he told me about, listen, man, it's this Daddy University. It's this class I've been taking. And this brother, man, Joel, you got to talk to him. Man, you just got to come out. And I remember I would just come out and sit in the back and I would eat up all the pizza. So I understand where the $5 came from. But just coming full circle, never know what the universe has in store for you. And here, yeah, 12 years later, I started doing the work. Man, this is awesome. And thank you, Joel, for just coming on the show.
This is exciting.
Yeah, just, keeping the torch of fatherhood going, keeping the flame lit.
I remember it used to be expensive, and people like me and you found out it wasn't expensive. It wasn't expensive to get a room, chicken wings, and a pizza to get someone to talk and
Absolutely.
feel better about themselves. I started the Fathers Club, and now we have a grant for anti-violence with
Right.
the City of Philadelphia. Thank you, City of Philadelphia, because I didn't know that the Fathers Club was an anti-violence group. But when people came in saying I wanted to harm other people,
Yeah.
by the time they talk to us, by the time they talk to me, by the time they talk to you, by the time they talk to their peers, they changed their tune. And I didn't realize at the time how fatherhood connected to mental, physical,
Yeah.
sexual, young pregnancy, social behaviors. Like it is this seed. It is this seed that's planted that it really touches everything.
Yeah, I remember there was a time you actually, when I started out doing anger management, you let me come and talk to the gentleman in the class, and we had a great conversation. And that was one of the, I guess, stepping stones for me to say that I can really do this. But also just looking at myself as a father, just going through the motions of fatherhood, the ups and downs. Now I'm a parent of an adult. And that's a different kind of, parenting where I still need advice. I still have some things that I have to learn. So, man, this is a continuous process.
It is.
I thought that, okay, after 18, out to the world, it's not like that. It's just like, oh, now you're really getting started.
Yeah. Welcome to the big league.
Yeah, right, the big league.
It's like you got called up from rookie.
Absolutely, yes. Like if I started, I didn't have any gray hair. Now it's like, oh, I got it. Oh, man. But Joel, I wanted to thank you for coming on the show.
I am a fan of Catholic Community Services. We've been supporting each other. We are a partnership, and I'm loving it.
All right. So there you have it. Joel Alston from Daddy University. Thank you for coming out. Follow us on Instagram, and have a good one. Peace.